Osun Kwamanyuku National Delegate Conference a course to any Siahini and she would be a course. And someone who will be if you about my pin and Akasa, Dr. Muhammad Bomia Kasa, Sansuna Yura, wound to me and in Penufu be so Akasa, will be a motimati. And I'm no cousin Penufu, you made our opinion. And then would you know Mudiama, NPP Amanuku near Saka Salia. Kamaya MP before you now, Washantary, you're not any Jan, which they so away. No one defend the party and then has also now opinion, you know Mudiama, Chinie Kessia Manuku, Yura. Kenneth Kabu, or also so a video, my video for Mama Fishapa.
I think I'll bet you
a pomme dear. Saka missions in February, Brainty, first 10 minutes. President Akufo-Addo admitted say indeed Ghana are heading, though, offer a Greek minister, Brian complaining said we are not Boakosro, Brodier, Bossy, there be a Diana Bonya, Diana Busso, and Nama of form. One of these MCs or one of them regions, Ghana, the name of Womwa. Or more person will live bigger than their means in the say Ghana. They want to make say UK. You to me for UK crown American to Ghana. So say Nyama Timikwe. But President, I just to say Nyama more than Ghana. But we can't blame him. If we can't blame the president, who should we blame? And how say we can't blame the president if indeed the government or can say Krumai she said you're not admitting that.
Yo, me that's it. Mama Fakonya we na menchie. My brother, no, I know any true MPP for any the president Ankasa and then the vice. Yeah, when say president there is Obia Okano Krepa. So Okano Krana, you trying to cry, he doesn't mind. It is such people, no, most of the time. They have omo dono and omo tayno because of the currency. Okay. It's the Okano president Akano Krepa. One, and you say Ghana nkwana ahunchire waha a global phenomenon due mainly to COVID. Enina name say oko UK, US. Almost all the, not just almost, all the developed countries. I mean, I will even talk about developing countries. Countries are, say, when it comes to the economy. Because of COVID. Say, the COVID has brought in its wake disruption of global supply chain. Say companies are almost crowd here, managing directors and now workers need to be companies have been closed, countries have been locked down, airports have been closed. It's the economy be anywhere. Yeah, dear. Even when it comes to borrowing, almost all of them are reeling under borrowing. UK almost is over 100% of debt to GDP. Singapore, China, almost all of them. President no krena na ode okano. Ebia oka efri akuto osai. Eni untimi dia okano, it was in a context. Say Ghana ya DSC US ebia because of DSC or more when it comes to some of the indices. For instance, your debt to GDP, we are hovering around 77. Okay, UK and other places, they are over 100% of their GDP in this annual. Even the management of COVID in this way now, we are doing better than them. Even when it comes to availability of fuel in this annual, okay, UK, you queue. People queue to buy fuel. US is the same. Ghana, that is not the case is different. And it's when you put the ultimate Kana in a context, ultimate who said the also Kano in a way. The Agric minister, the also Kano Ebia. I don't know the context in which he said it, but then you say even under COVID, Agric has grown for about 7%. The growth of Agric under COVID.
Adwene, my president, accepted responsibility when 2009, few months after Professor Mills took over as a president, Oblimino for the price of Kinkana Kosro. CD depreciation, Oblimino. Mahama government inherited Dumso, but he blamed Mahama government and even went on demonstration against John Dramani Mahama government on Dumso. But President always failed to accept responsibility, say this may be as a cause of my inability to manage the economy.
First of all, no credit. Semikas say no credit. Intro say Mahama inherited Dumso. Dumso was not in existence at the time of Professor Mills. Now we were not under Dumso.
And then I got for experience. And then I got for experience under President Kufuor. No, 2007.
President Kufuor time Dumso buyer and a call.
How did he go? How
also in so many ways.
How?
Because at that time, one it was the Akosombo Dam. Because at that time, we were relying on the hydro. So that now thermal plants near Bibri, and then we were relying on hydro. Hydro no damps, no Akosombo dams. Until Akosombo Dam no sen suon toa, suonu enye Bibri, machines no intimate power we no. Until during for 7 good months, now we were having such challenges. Kufuor call ensure say my breed damp.
Buidam was commissioned.
Yes, but Kufuor na deba do I name Mills. Mills time.
The mention say Omampeni Kufuor na share Buidam na say, but it was commissioned under NDC government.
Auntie, why is Mama in your mouth so much?
At the end of year, to solve Dumso.
Yeah, make a show. One was you see at the time before Kufuor time, we didn't have IPPs. There was nothing like independent power producers. It Kufuor ensure say the independent power producers will come and complement the work of government. It Kufuor and Kasa or no instrumentality or no no, I mean the owner no if I say Togbe Afede Eco China and Omuko arrange and a sono as asogile ebaye, which gives us about 200 megawatts of electricity. Apart from that, yes, separate Kufuor ensure say because of depth to focus the attention of the separated Greco and VRA, so that Greco will be doing its work and then VRA, so that the focus will be there. Kufuor also ensure say because at that time not about 15% equity West Africa gas pipeline na because at that time na oil yet. We were not producing oil in commercial quantity. Because of that, he paid for the 15% equity, which was $45 million. And West Africa gas pipeline, and 120 million gas every month. But every month. Well, I mean, but when every day when John Mama came, they did not have money to continue to pay West Africa gas pipeline, and the West Africa gas pipeline crashed. The point crashed. Omu decided say omu maye gas biom. And because power, most of your generation thermal plant and then the gas the cheapest. And because of that, when I need car, you have to gas. And it maye kodum somu. Kufuor ye nyama bebre. I mean the
plant. Is it Kufuor?
Yeah, Kufuor built it.
No.
No.
It was built in 1999. Go and check.
It was built by Rollins.
1999 Rollins.
No problem. We have what we call the Sunny mines reserve plants. The mine reserve plants, 18 megawatts of electricity. Kufuor na debaye through the mines.
80
megawatts of electricity. Kufuor na debaye. The Pong thermal plants. Kufuor na debaye. Kufuor also ensured. We did what we call the Akosombo Dam. Who say Akosombo Dam? We expanded the efficiency of the dam. And Kufuor and about 25% increase in the
so Adwene president always quick to accept glory. Say Ghana for we are seeing now so I accept it, but he has never accepted responsibility about the hardship. Why?
Say also strategic reserve plans could be buy, which gives us about 123 megawatts of electricity. Under the NDC government, our reserve plants, Sierra Leone. As we are speaking, they took the machines to Sierra Leone, and the Sierra Leone government are using the machines. But I mean, one day we'll sit here and talk about all these things.
For records, about Abuazi thermal plant.
So don't talk as if I.
Abuazi thermal plant. Search now. Say January 1998. And almost a project. But it was commissioned in 2000.
Yes.
Okay.
No problem.
All right.
So 1 minute.
There are so many things as a country. But to say the night Danko Akufo-Addo decided say even crowd okay say what blame Professor Mills for price of cake.
And then
I don't know where you got that information from. Say the night Danko Akufo blame Professor Mills for kinky. Say on na kinky boy. What he was saying was that at that time and a church out Abaka said the economy no ayedi, and then they were saying the economy was broke. And no can be brave. And then press conference. And another Danko Akufo-Addo can say, if the economy is broke, fix it. Say day all over the place. Say economy now broke. Economy now broke. He says that is the reason why you've been voting to power. So fix it. Eti me nimbe a oko kase kinki bo ayedi. Professor Mills should be responsible for.
We'll be back, but for the sake of time,
for the sake, Mama, one more minute, Mama Abroso. Wakasa for 11 minutes.
No problem.
Ma honestly, so 10 minutes. President admit to say indeed Ghana heading, but yentimi blame no. One and a Adwene. So one and a Adwene didn't know any Adwene.
Thank you, Sammy. May far a platform with you, John Dramani Mama, and Ra or sorry. And go for a Jane or so, I was sorry, Damon. At MPP conference on Koya Wakumase. And I do my part, we and none I did be do it.
Conference hosted over 6,000.
May say, for a doma a call or honor, more than Namenya. My queen, say, responsibility as a leader. Leaders need to take responsibility for anything that happens within their sector. Now, who a leader, president as a leader, or see Ampa say a Kruma heading. Now, so he shouldn't be blamed. Who should be blamed? Then it implies say you blame about me and at the economic management team. That's what the president wants us to know. Now, menya ye ko ye nim no. President no or ye den ewo. Eno na ehia Ghana fo. Enye se wo call eyi omo leisure tour ewo eyi Kumase no. Enye no na ehia Ghana fo. Ghana fo hwehwe se efficiency eyi arrangement ben na odi to ho mom. Emma eyi Christmas we kodi ni sen. Says Saka or Kano. Did I say Saka was one of Kufuor during the time of President Kufuor time no. Omoka about electricity IPPs ni madam. Okay, ebi mo. Now the narrative is changing because we say the economy, the management of the economy is bad. Look, Saka, Sawuka says Sona Asogli. He's supposed to give us about 200 megawatts. Then you had a problem with calculation in terms of the megawatts. 200 megawatts. Akosombo emawahe. Akosombo dam emawahe.
Over 1,000.
Am I about 1,200?
Yeah, 1,200.
Your friend was saying, Sonny Asogli, the last list on your end was 115. Go and check the IPP. Go and check the IPPs on where on the buy. Another one, who can be about a tema. What's it?
Because maximum 200, but it has never given us 200.
Okay, do the search.
It has never given us.
Yeah,
yes,
because
and I'm telling you, sir.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you,
but it has the capacity to give us 200.
Let him
Look,
continue.
it's like
We will do research, don't
Bridam. Bridam was
Bridam is
supposed to give us
400.
400.
Yes.
Now, so as we speak, Bridam is giving us only 88.
So I'm not talking
Wait,
about what
final.
it is giving us, but
Look,
the capacity.
In terms of say in terms of the energy sector, MPP did willfully inadequate MI. Because Oba in terms of their president Mama Dibai, who said John Mama Nesovi Dumso. Now when Nesovi Dumso. You, your vice president, your current vice president, Echo Joy FM, Echo Kawa said, if somebody had a problem and the person was able to fix, why should we give that person credit?
Yes, I know.
Now, okay, then maybe you have the narration.
Address the viewers.
Idea here and say, look, Dumso in terms of electricity in 1999, we had Dumso in Ghana. Say maybe Saka Onima 1999.
No, it was 97.
Me say in 1999, but then I was writing my last paper at Watakwadi Polytechnic. Me can't tell. Say it had a problem.
Hold on. Let's set this record straight. Dumso. I shall say way back.
Very good.
Rollins time there was Dumso. And a Rollins who say, "Your hydro no, and you enough." That's when almost starts to develop a thermal plant. And that's how come the introduction of Abwazi thermal plant. And Dumso was way back.
Way back. And yes, President Kufoso Benyebi, Obenya Dumso Nibi. Until now, Koto, a generators are a Tazan, air cancer, a toy.
Back to President Akufo.
Look, President Akufo should be held responsible. I mean, as a leader, look, at the end of it, praises, no, every praises I now no offer. Praises I by recently I see Black BBBB Ecoman Award. I don't know fire.
Forbes Africa.
Now Nipa Koji. Oh man, you had problem. You yourself, you had problem.
African of the Year.
You had a problem giving him that award. Man, can say the president is not in reality with the fact on the ground. Say things are hard. Now so then that's the most important thing. Look, could you believe say even from January up to September, the chief of staff office is spending over 200 million. And now will be a friend say operational enhancement. Or the office of the the chief of staff office about 154 million.
How do you blame government, especially president, and they will do regulation? I can say economy when it comes to fuel pricing. Drivers are complaining about high cost of fuel. High cost of fuel now leading to increment of a year mechanism. Niyama hold cost of
Sammy, as we speak, there are some petty taxes that need to be erased from price build up in terms of your petrol.
Okay.
For example, this Bola tax doesn't make any sense to anybody. When it comes to the marking, it doesn't make any sense. Look, things are Saka won car. Nyame don musumi wa bobo ya bi ami yuso. Inti yenya ye kotofuo. Now, fuel was used as one of the campaign tools by NPP. By then, yeah, fuel about 16 Ghana cedis per gallon.
It was 18.
It was 16. Musi, okay, your fan said 18. Yeah, they are time 18. And during the time of NDC, 18. What's me fan 18? You my fan 18.
Yes.
And then it's around going to 30 Ghana cedis. Into no, say I can't say economy no. It's not being managed well. What's it then? Look, even the budget statement buy from Omoankasa a corridor. This 2022 budget statement. The number of barrels production in terms from January up to September. Over 41,532,508 barrels of crude. Now Uber in terms of Sika look, when you say MPP for my only Jubilee field. And NDC detained and Sankofa Ebai. The two is going to give you about 20-something million barrels in addition to Jubilee. It will be beside people for say, then. Look, say,
free SHS,
Massa, hold on. Free SHS AI. What is the total amount of free SHS? Maybe so. For every year.
For now, governments are spending about
8.something billion. It implies, at least every year, you spend over 1.something billion. In terms of 5 years, you spend over 1.something billion. A simple calculation. So, as a government, you were able to get, in terms of only oil, unya $387 million, which in terms of sikano, unya about 2.15 billion last year. This year, unya 3.6 billion. Only fuel way no so. What the year then? What can be said? Almost say the year free SHS. In 2021, free SHS. Say about the education and health service delivery. Allocation here demand education, health, and other services. 8.08 billion. Sika coin only have about 4.1 billion. Into where we say even flagship areas no can. Sika crown ko. For BBT say agric or can say agric no. Obama agric about 101 billion. I may call it 293 million, representing 29%. Uber BBT say road, railway, and away no, or yeah allocation of 13.85 billion. When you call that sector, only 828 million. And I call BBT say industrialization, one district, one factory, did one. Or yeah allocation for way 1.72 billion. Sika call 134 million. Into the industrial sector of last year moved from 0.3% to negative 0.3% to negative 0.5. Into mo ye den. And as sika e ba mo ho, mo di ye den djuma. Mo say free SHS. The idea say MPP say. One say the corruption I want MPP form. Idea say ye nyina ye can say look, corruption enough is enough. CDD quantify corruption pay under the leadership of Nanado. Say it cost this state about 9.6 billion. The Auditors General report then about money that cannot be accounted for. In 2016, monies that cannot be accounted for under our watch, our president, Vice President Baumia, every year Chapia nothing sector anyway. No, it's about 700 and something million. I had a problem with even that money. Mobile, we were thinking.
With the money?
No, I said I had problem. Say money that cannot be accounted for, about 700 and something. I had problem with it. Now for mobile, we thought say you do something extra.
Okay.
Last year,
1 minute.
in terms of money that cannot be accounted for under the watch of Baumia and economic team, no, it's about 12 point something billion.
12.8.
Irregularities or money that cannot be accounted for.
Yes. So, who told you?
Why are you using your own ways?
Money that cannot be accounted, it implies that you have bad management of the economy.
No,
that's why.
okay.
Because there are some money that need to be collected.
Okay, irregularity. Let me give you 1 more minute before we move on. 1 minute. Irregularities, I spoke to them, they are threat or during
Ebia, one for Quampa, Ebia, there is a contract to be awarded. Ebia, our contract, no, or man for Quampa.
That shows how that is where the issue is.
The money involved in
that amount to causing financial loss.
No, it is not really causing financial loss. But the fact is that there is the amount of money now involved in that transaction. No? They will put it as part
so we have spent 12.8 billion Ghana cedis on irregularities.
That is what the Auditor General says.
Okay.
But
3 more minutes.
You are not worried.
It's not like we spend that on irregularities.
For the sake of time, 3 minutes.
Who told you you spend?
3 minutes. President,
they said irregular. No,
why we?
You
are spending.
It's not part of it. It is part of your corruption.
Now, President admitted say any more than what Ghana do. Can the president in his government somehow help us solve this problem? Do or see he cannot be blamed.
First of all, I mean, oye bidano. You don't doubt him. At the time I take over government from the NDC, not the economy, now say cry. Now say to the extent say we were under the IMF program. Now John Dramani Mahama cry akasa or no ankasa kai say ya we. And I'm no echo do don't pay into she knew hobby.
Olivia sinking
me back me oh, Jay Crano.
Olivia
what is that? or see, for them, need credibility beyond. And therefore, gentleman, Mahama Kasana Kai. You listen to me.
Mahama never said
that. Listen, didn't he tell us? Say, they are going to the IMF for the extended credit facility in order for them to get policy credibility. Because they do not have that credibility when it comes to policy. Even when they go to the money market to go and borrow, the risk involved was so high that
he borrowed because there was no credibility.
Even the money market to borrow, the risk involved in borrowing to Ghana high, and because of that, at a very high coupon rate. There was nothing. Obia who say and that was one of the reasons. Apart from the 912 million IMF demand, no, Omayako Senchi, Omagana Yina, including Ecuador, who led the charge. Echo Senchi, Echo, a functioning homegrown policies, and no, and all the IMF, all free IMF buy. And what was it? Almost say there was a freeze in public sector employment. Say public sector, no, nurses who a doctor, young family.
Was that sense or consensus? Was it necessary?
What do you mean by necessary? No, it was not, because it was as a result of bad management of the economy.
As compared to FS committee, the government set up to deal with a year CD depreciation. If you compare this to
that committee never. That committee is
Was it relevant?
No, that committee never worked. So it was somebody proposal, and you kick against it.
It wasn't a proposal.
It was a proposal. I'm saying that did the committee work? The committee never got to do any work. So what I say, and I'm saying he said, "Nana do don't go for the IEBIDA. We share 20 the growth of the economy. You take over the economy from 3.4% under the NDC.
Yes,
consistently for 5 good years. Now the economy grew average of 7%. Inflation.
1 minute.
A single digit throughout. The city depreciation, it is lower. Even the level of borrowing, percentage of borrowing as compared to the NDC, is lower under this government. So what I say, the growth of the economy, no, for the first 3 years, now we were not just the highest growing economy in the world, in Africa, but in the world. So what I say, planting for food and jobs, all the flagship programs are here. And for sure, at the brain. It's we are not saying he is not just putting his hands in despair. Saying oh, because of that, he says the strategic plans, for instance, the Ghana Care Obatampa program, for instance. You start saying the free SHS to alleviate to ameliorate the suffering of Ghanaian parents.
3 minutes.
We are going to enhance it.
3 minutes before we wrap up.
3 minutes
before we wrap up.
Finances.
Yeah.
Okay, during Omebe economy, the economy started growing at an average of 7.something%. Get your facts right. In 2016, IMF predicted because of management. Please get it, unless you don't read.
Management.
Or see the management of the economy, and so being one of the most priority area now. The economy is going to grow about 8.6% in 2017. Get it right. Mobile, you had a growth rate of about 8.4. From the
8.1.
No.
The first year growth rate was 8.1.
Saka, be civil. Be civil.
What are you talking about? Be civil.
Look, apart from the 8-point-something in 2017, tell me which of the year were you able to even get about 6-point-something%?
No.
In terms of
we got
please,
7.
Hold on.
So how did we get the average of 7?
Saka.
How did we become the fastest growing economy in the world?
Saka, you should be civil. You started this job some years ago. Hold on. Look, under their watch, apart from the 8.4, everything started going down. Who can say we had, and this was the bad management of the economy, and the rate at which I borrow scan in terms of your percentage. Look, when you do good arithmetics, it tells you when your denominator is smaller, you get a percentage that is higher. When you have your denominator, which is higher, you get a percentage that is lower. So get your
so
you had
what point are you making?
You don't even know a numerator and denominator. Let me teach you. Look,
do you know my level?
You can have your PhD. I don't care. You
Yes.
How do you talk like that?
2017, the domestic debt alone was 67 billion. External debt was 76 billion.
Okay.
More NDC, the total debt was 122.
Just 30 seconds for your time. Let me say the record.
2019.
Let me say
87 billion, 86 billion.
Okay.
2019, 106 billion domestic, 130 billion external. 2020, 150.
So what's your point?
In all, Ube said the rate at which you were borrowing money doesn't make sense in terms of economic growth.
Okay.
What was you using the money for? You were using it for only consumption. And in consumption, take your capital investment. Only your capital investment.
Citynewsroom.com. Government inaugurate committee to investigate depreciation of the city. This was published 2 years ago.
Look, this was a
now,
public
the finance ministry has inaugurated a committee
knowledge
to look into the cause of the depreciation of the city and propose solution to the problem. The establishment of the committee, named the FS Development Committee, is in a fulfillment of the promise made by the ministry last year to constitute a bipartisan committee to look into the problem and help address it. And it wasn't just proposed, it was inaugurated.
A committee that was inaugurated.
So what was their findings?
Their findings.
And their findings,
I'm telling you that it never got to work. So what's your problem?
But it was inaugurated.
Yeah, what is their findings?
So
tell me, what are their findings? What are their findings?
Is the government debating about catching the findings? Because the government assigned them to do that.
The same thing happened. They are going to do an audit report. Audit report, only 10 people. For audit report. What do you mean we should be a fisher?
I mean,
okay.
I mean,
Kabu will be a fisher.
Under the leadership of Nana Buye, it's just for fanfare. Nothing. Propose as some coin. Bibia Mahama 1,000.
What is your Sakasalia with Yabudima MVP Amanyo Sanso and Mamiki and Edith Ebro. Yes, Christa Manetin Koma, Uchina, Ebranda, Ebesaba, near Babaswa, some official. I have had a bedroom room out there. Why, all bad crowd here. Friday Kakara,
Day 2. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Day 3. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Fanta in Cassia, Maya Nyamamu, and the partridge in the pear tree.
Pay muka ahosepe muka pay muka na ajedo ahosepe pay muka oy entertainment show a ya tobara ya hye ne da buffet oye hom oye dew oye tasty entertainment news ohye kona no mu hormonum baby around the world tidbits na so ohye so hormonum arts and music ochienfin hormonum movies na so mpo oka ho oban ma awo efre ne beef ame mo friend ekko nkete ni nyinara otua tobara mam just to be a drop. A pedate. Was show me order. Was a conconsa. Bomodinara. Let's mechi. Bra original TV. Mizin Onanye Abba. Able to follow you on social media handles. Original TV GH. Na make sure that MS the show crew team. Pay muka and sepe.
Dane dem na eya ye koba no ya dwene ya pomuden mu ana ya pomuden eya de e wo se etini ehia ye e wo se abrano bia wo se utimi koye hwehwemu efa wa pomuden eho eni nti e na original ya hwehwe dwumedi sunku bi kra ya to ne din se wa pomuden te se fa wa dwene apomuden ho se ye sen Stefani Pedriani mpo ankasa ho ne empanifo a wo mo abene pa eba no apomuden ensemu a ene be sinkonwa atenase ne achechew eniema hodo bebre a e wo se wo hu edifa wa apomuden ehu ene nti hia me Cynthia Akans e wo original TV so meji makonwa na ye wa apomuden te se dwumedi ena mede ebrel wa apomuden te se wa apomuden e wo se etimi ehia o
Enfie dosia naini agana enya ne fa ho die fremra yenya ye fa ho di ebesi ene empempenso oman edu efa sikasam ho ya pomudin sem ye school sam ho ene empo ye nwemu kane ya ensam ho no ene ne ekeka ho no sam pempenso ene sese ye du ana ye empanyimfo anase ye kendifo omudi yanim no omudi ye nhwamo anase bebia sese omudi ye du no oho na omudi ye edu Wait, see, original TV, a day, to ready for